Welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Romano. I wanted to discuss the coming of the stock market drop in April, and I want to go over the charts for the SPX. That's the S&P 500. And my previous video, I explained to you exactly how you could take advantage of the April drop and also the January drop, as I mentioned in December. And of course, in September of 2021, I mentioned Bitcoin, what you were supposed to do with that. So for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Romano, and I'm a doctor of finance, and I specialize in hedge fund selection. But part of hedge fund selection is also financial trading. So my channel is dedicated to teaching people how to trade, how to invest in hedge funds, and also to discuss various topics. And so I want to go over S&P 500. And when you look at the chart, so take a break and go basically to livestockcharts.com. And when you get there, try to put the candles as well as the, I would say it goes back until like for about 12 months. And you'll notice a huge drop in the beginning of the new year. So basically, January there was a drop, as I mentioned, then it literally continued to drop until I would say mid-February, beginning of February. And then after February, it started to go up. And then it kind of went halfway up and then it went down for February. Now we're in March. March, if you noticed, for 2022, remember, we're talking about 2022, that's the year. And you notice that it's testing its lows of the previous month of February. So in other words, in March, it's testing its lows in February. And you'll notice the candles are very, very volatile. There's a lot of wicks on the ups and the downs. That means basically unstableness in the markets. People are testing its lows and they're not agreeing that it's going to go up. So what's happening now is there's a lot of people taking their profits. A lot of people are entering trades and it's becoming very volatile. And when you see this in this chart for the past 3 weeks, that type of picture, when it drops and then it goes up a little bit, it maybe did, 30% up and then it dropped again. That means that something's going to happen. And I've been predicting this on my YouTube channel that in April of this year, 2022, there's going to be a stock market drop. There's going to be a number of drops for 2022 as things progress throughout the year. And so that's going to play a great role in our markets. There's a number of changes that are going to happen in the real estate market as well. So now you have to say to yourself, well, how could you take advantage of this drop that's coming? And I already mentioned in my previous videos how you could have taken advantage of the drop in January. Something called a credit spread. And in the world of options, you have the ability to make unlimited losses or unlimited gains. And that type of position is called naked. You need a certain amount of money in your account to go naked. It depends what platform you're using. And you could, instead of using real money, you could do paper trading. Paper trading is like a fake account with no real money, but everything's real. You're simulating as if you had real money. And so I'm not going to tell you to invest in real money because, I don't want to do that on YouTube. But what I am telling you and what my past predictions are, you could evidently prove. Enter a short position as the market's going up because you'll get a better price on the investment, as opposed to if it's going down, you're not going to get as much a better price if it's going down. So you have to literally wait and time it. And so in other words, you want to wait until the markets are going up. You're going to enter with a credit spread on the puts for the S&P 500. That's SPX, the symbol. And you're going to hold it. Yes, you're going to hold it until the first week of April. When it really drops that day or those couple of days, your account is going to be worth a lot more than you invested or you funded. And so if you bought 4,500 worth of puts on the S&P, that's going to be worth a lot of money when you close that position. And so you enter as a seller of options for a credit spread on the S&P, and when you close your trade, you're buying back those options, those puts, and that is called a credit spread. Now, of course, well, how do you make money, right? Well, when the market actually officially drops, and I mean drop on the first week, I mean, it could basically happen the last week of March or the first week of April. I'm not 100% accurate on the day that it drops, but I could certainly predict how long it's going to take and when the markets become volatile. You always know when they become volatile is when the markets actually change and when it's kind of stalling. So right now it's stalling. It dropped. Now it's trading sideways, so to speak, and you'll see the candles have a lot of wicks. That's the thin part of the candle on top and on the bottom. That means people are testing the lows and the highs. So from there, you want to, when it does drop officially, I would say take your profits at 40% profits. But you have to be really fast about this, all right? So it's going to spring back like a yo-yo or a rubber band. The market's going to pull like a rubber band, and then they're going to snap back. You want to exit when they're being pulled down. And that's the best way to get your profits out. And so that's the time that you would do that. Of course, between today and the end of the month or the beginning of the first week of April, the markets can drop and you could probably make 30%, 40%. But I would actually hold it. Now, the expiration date on the option, okay, you could go out 3 months, you could go out 2 weeks. I would go out as much as you can because they're cheap right now. And when the market does drop, you'll make a lot. Not a lot if you bought it, let's say, with a 2-week expiration, but it's the 14th to the 15th. So you would, yeah, it wouldn't work. And so I'll be making another video in a couple of days or so to go over that position that you should have made. And I'm here to answer your questions. So please remember to subscribe to my videos, thumbs up so other people get to see it. And of course, please send me questions to the live chat. I will answer all your questions. And if you have questions on how to use TD Ameritrade, you could actually call support. They're very helpful. I don't work for them. I'm simply, that's what I use and that's what I like. And from there, so we'll be speaking in a couple of days, I hope. And thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day and make a lot of money.